In the world of cartoons, some characters are famous all by themselves, but some are famous because they are a pair. Tom and Jerry are one of the most famous pairs ever. They are a cat and a mouse who are always chasing each other. Their story is simple, but very funny. For many decades, people all over the world have watched their antics. They run, they hide, and they play clever tricks. This duo has become a symbol of endless fun and a rivalry that never gets old. Their adventures are known by grandparents, parents, and children, making them a true classic. The story of Tom and Jerry began a long time ago. It started in 1940 at the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, or MGM, cartoon studio. Two young animators named William Hanna and Joseph Barbera were asked to create something new. They thought about a simple idea, a cartoon about a cat and a mouse. This was not a new idea, but they wanted to make it special. They worked hard to make the characters funny and the action exciting. They did not know it then, but they were about to create something that would become famous worldwide and last for generations. Their hard work paid off in a very big way. The main idea of the cartoon is the chase. Tom the cat is always trying to catch Jerry the mouse. But Jerry is very smart and quick. He almost always escapes from Tom's traps. Their chase is not just a simple run, it is a very creative and funny battle. They use everything around them as weapons, from household items like frying pans and irons to bigger things like pianos and explosives. The comedy comes from the clever ways they try to outsmart each other. The situations they get into are always over the top and make people laugh without needing any words. The very first cartoon was called Puss Gets the Boot. In this first episode, the characters did not have their famous names yet. The cat was called Jasper, and the mouse was not named, though some on the production team called him Jinx. The story was about Jasper trying to catch Jinx without breaking anything in the house, because the maid, Mammy Two Shoes, would throw him out if he made a mess. The animators at the studio did not think it was very special at first. They thought it was just another cat and mouse cartoon. They were very surprised when it became a huge hit with audiences. After the success of Puss Gets the Boot, the studio held a contest to give the cat and mouse permanent names. An animator named John Carr won the contest with his suggestion of Tom and Jerry. He won $50 for his idea. These names were perfect for the duo, and they stuck. From that point on, Jasper became Tom, and the little mouse became Jerry. This was the real beginning of their journey to becoming household names. The new names seemed to fit their personalities perfectly, and helped them become even more popular with people who went to the movies to see the cartoons. The early success of Tom and Jerry was amazing. The cartoons were shown in movie theaters before the main film. People loved them so much that they became a big attraction on their own. The clever gags, detailed animation, and exciting music made them stand out. The series won its first Academy Award for the 1943 short The Yankee Doodle Mouse. This was a huge honor and proved that Hanna and Barbera had created something truly special. The award made the studio realize how valuable their cat and mouse duo was, and they made sure to produce many more cartoons. One interesting fact about the show's early days is the music. The composer, Scott Bradley, was a genius. He mixed classical music with jazz to create a perfect soundtrack for the chase. The music was not just in the background, it was part of the action. Every jump, crash, and tiptoe was matched perfectly by a note from the orchestra. This made the cartoons feel like a silent movie, where the music tells the story. Bradley's work was so important that it is hard to imagine Tom and Jerry without his incredible and energetic musical scores guiding their every move. The popularity of Tom and Jerry quickly spread all around the world. In countries where people spoke different languages, it did not matter. The cartoons had almost no dialogue, so everyone could understand the humor just by watching the action. Tom's frustrated scream and Jerry's cheeky laugh were universal. This is why children and adults in many different countries could enjoy the show equally. The simple story of a big guy trying to catch a little guy was something everyone could relate to and laugh at, making Tom and Jerry international superstars of animation. As time went on, the cartoon changed. The original series by Hanna and Barbera at MGM ran from 1940 to 1958. This is often called the golden era of Tom and Jerry. The animation was beautiful, with rich colors and detailed backgrounds. However, when MGM closed its cartoon studio, the chase had to find a new home. In the early 1960s, a new set of cartoons was made in Czechoslovakia by a director named Gene Dietsch. These cartoons looked very different. The animation was more jerky and had a strange, abstract style that was very different from the original shorts. After the Gene Deitch era, the series changed hands again. From 1963 to 1967, another famous animation director, Chuck Jones, took over. Jones was famous for his work on the Looney Tunes cartoons like Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote. His version of Tom and Jerry had his signature style. Tom was given bigger eyebrows to show more expression, and the humor was a bit more psychological. The animation was smoother than the Deitch shorts, but still had a distinct look that was different from the Hanna-Barbera originals. Each director brought their own unique flavor to the timeless chase. The biggest moment for Tom and Jerry was winning so many awards. During their original run, the Hanna-Barbera shorts won 7 Academy Awards for Best Animated Short Film. This was a record for a theatrical animated series, tying with Disney's Silly Symphonies. These awards cemented their place in animation history as not just popular entertainment, but as works of art. Winning so many Oscars showed that critics and industry professionals respected the incredible craftsmanship, timing and creativity that went into each and every 7-minute-long cartoon adventure. These honors are a key part of their legacy. In later years, Tom and Jerry also moved to television. Hanna-Barbera started their own studio and eventually created new Tom and Jerry shows. To follow television rules, these new shows were less violent. Tom and Jerry were sometimes shown as friends who went on adventures together, which was a big change from their classic rivalry. While many fans still prefer the original theatrical shorts, these television series introduced the characters to new generations of children. The characters even starred in their own full-length movies, showing their ability to adapt and change over many decades. So, why do people still love Tom and Jerry today on June 15, 2025? One of the biggest reasons is that their humor is timeless. The jokes are physical, meaning you don't need to understand a certain language or culture to find them funny. A pie to the face is funny everywhere. The cleverness of the gags and the creativity of the chase scenes are just as entertaining now as they were in the 1940s. This universal appeal means that anyone at any age can sit down and have a good laugh. The simple visual comedy is something that never goes out of style. Another reason for their lasting appeal is the characters themselves. Even though Tom is usually the one trying to cause trouble, we often feel sorry for him. He tries so hard but can never win. At the same time, we cheer for Jerry, the clever underdog who always manages to outsmart the bigger, stronger cat. We can see a little bit of ourselves in both characters. Sometimes we feel like Tom, where nothing goes right. Other times we feel like Jerry, using our wits to overcome a challenge. This connection makes them more than just a cat and a mouse. The nostalgia factor is also very powerful. Many adults who watch Tom and Jerry today remember watching the show when they were children. Sharing the cartoons with their own kids or grandkids is a special experience. It connects generations through shared laughter and happy memories. The theme music alone is enough to bring a smile to many faces. This tradition of passing the show down through the family has kept the spirit of Tom and Jerry alive and well, ensuring that they are never forgotten and continue to find a home on screens everywhere. In the end, Tom and Jerry remain loved because they represent a perfect, simple form of entertainment. In a complicated world, the straightforward story of a cat chasing a mouse is a welcome escape. There is a comforting rhythm to their chaos. We know Tom will set a trap, and we know Jerry will find a way out. The endless chase is something we can always count on for a laugh. For all these reasons, the legacy of William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's creation continues to shine brightly, proving that a good chase, a clever gag, and a lot of heart are all you need.